Today, I'm staying in one of the biggest hotels in Las Vegas, the MGM Grand. I'll be staying in one of their newly renovated rooms. This place is basically a city of its own, a massive casino, endless restaurants, a lazy river, and even a Friends experience. But is it actually worth staying here? Or is it just overwhelming and overpriced? Let's find out. MGM is one of the biggest hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. It's located on the southern end of the Strip, right across from New York, and just a short walk from Excalibur and Park MGM. Everything here is huge, and I mean huge. Just look at how massive this reception area is. In the lobby, there's also the giant lion statue, just in case you forgot where you are. And of course, like always, I did not wait in line. I used one of these self-check-in kiosks to print my room key. Right next to check-in, there's a store where you can grab essentials or a cute lion souvenir to take home and remind yourself how far you had to walk. Like I said, this hotel is gigantic. The casino is absolutely enormous and honestly a little confusing. I feel like they designed it on purpose so you'll get lost, give up trying to leave, and just sit down and start gambling instead. There are tons of table games and a large sports book that they call the King of Sportsbooks, which sounds very confident. When it comes to food, MGM Grand has a bit of everything. Emeril's New Orleans Fish House is a fancy seafood spot. If you're in the mood for Italian, there's Lucchini, and right next to it, a grab-and-go spot if you just want pizza and don't feel like sitting down. Tap Sports Bar has great burgers. Morimoto is a high-end Japanese restaurant. Wolfgang Puck has a bar and grill that looks really nice. Crush serves American food. Greek Sneak has Mediterranean, and right besides that is Grand Walk for Asian cuisine. There are over 20 different places to eat here, so you'll definitely find something you like. If you wanted to try the hyped Netflix Bites restaurant, I have bad news for you. This restaurant closed on January 4th. Netflix opened this as a themed restaurant inspired by their shows. And on paper, it sounded like a fun idea, especially in a place like Vegas. But I tried it a few months ago, and I think you don't have to be disappointed that it closed. The food was mediocre, the service was terrible. The waitress literally told me that all desserts are going to be way too big for me and rushed me to finish my food and pay my bill. Probably because I came alone and she thought that my tip wasn't worth her time. Netflix says that they're planning to open a full Netflix house on the Strip next year, and that's reportedly why this restaurant has closed. But I'm not sure that this was the actual reason. The only good thing about this restaurant was the look. It did look cool, but yeah, Netflix Bites, see you again, never. I will not miss this place. If you want a really good place to eat, check out Hakkasan. It's a Cantonese restaurant. I've eaten here and loved it. I actually have a full review of this restaurant on my channel, so feel free to check it out. They also have the Hakkasan nightclub here. There's also a food court with all the usual fast food suspects you'll find at other MGM properties, plus not one but two Starbuckses, and a Krispy Kreme stand. And of course, there's the MGM Grand Buffet, which is probably one of the worst buffets in Las Vegas. I've unfortunately tried it, and a full review is coming very soon. Spoiler alert, I almost ended up in the hospital after eating there. If you would like to get a drink, there are plenty of gorgeous bars all over the property. If you're catching the monorail or getting an Uber, follow the signs to Underground. Down there, you'll find more restaurants, shops, food options, and there you'll find the monorail station and a surprisingly nice and comfortable Uber waiting area. Alright, I think it's time to check out the room. By the elevators, you'll find the market where you can grab anything you forgot or didn't know you needed. This entire building was renovated and everything looks fresh. There are couches everywhere if you just want to hang out, and the hallway feels brand new, and yes, it smells good. I paid $113, including resort fees and taxes. And welcome to my room. I booked the newly renovated One King room. My favorite feature is the light under the bed. It makes the bed look like it's floating. The design is modern and stylish, and I really love the color choices. There are outlets everywhere, including USB and USB-C. On the nightstand, there's a clock with even more charging ports and a wireless charger. The drawers are soft closing. There's a 55-inch TV, a little tray with water and Pringles that you can buy, and instead of a love kit, they give you a charging kit. There's a nice desk area if you need to work, plus an ice bucket under the TV. There's a lot of storage as well. The minibar has two sides, one fridge for your own stuff, and the other is filled with the usual overpriced drinks. The bed is super comfortable, everything looks new and clean. There's also a small seating area with two chairs and a little table. And some interesting space art on the wall. By the entrance, there's a closet with all the basics: iron, ironing board, hangers, luggage rack, and the safe. And a full-length mirror on the door of the closet. The bathroom is modern and bright. There's one sink. Under the sink, you'll find extra toilet paper, towels, and a blow dryer. There's a magnifying mirror, tissues. The toilet is behind the half wall. And there's a large shower stocked with the usual MGM products. Now let's do the blacklight test. In the bathroom, I found a couple of stains near the sink and a smudge on the toilet, but the toilet itself was clean. The wall behind it looked good and the shower was clean. I found a few stains on the sheets and the mattress protector, but the pillows and the mattress were clean. I did not see any signs of bed bugs. One of the chairs had large stains. Some areas were a little dusty, but the carpet was clean. And this was my view. I could see the Sphere and the monorail. The pool area here is huge. There are multiple pools, a lazy river, and hot tubs everywhere. The pool complex is open year-round, but not all pools are open during the winter season. They also have a beach club. There's also a spa, a salon, and a fitness center. The gym isn't huge, but it has everything you need. Lots of cardio machines and great views of the pool area. Now let's talk entertainment. MGM Grand has Ka by Cirque du Soleil, Brad Garrett's Comedy Club, the Hakkasan Nightclub, live country music at Loser's Bar, concerts at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, and David Copperfield performs here, although his show isn't very highly rated, so I'd personally skip that. There's also an arcade that's always empty, and Topgolf. And of course, the newest addition here is the Friends experience. And if you're a fan of the show, you'll probably enjoy this one. I went, and honestly, I thought it was really cool. As soon as you go down the escalator, you're fully inside the world of Friends. Tickets are around $40 and they do offer discounts for locals. You can take photos on the famous orange couch with the fountain, see outfits from the show, and even check out the original scripts. You can get inside the iconic taxi, take photos with the pivot couch, yeah, that couch. And here's the turkey Monica put on her head. You can explore Joey and Chandler's apartment, which I loved because of all the small details. They will definitely try to convince you to let them take your photos, but you can just ask them to take the photos with your own phone instead. That way you don't have to pay $40 for the photos at the end. And there's even the famous cheesecake on the floor. And of course, Monica and Rachel's apartment is here too. You can walk through it, take photos, and even step out onto the famous balcony. I actually went to a similar Friends experience in New York about 10 years ago, and this one is way better. There's also Central Perk Coffee Shop with another orange couch, the famous bar from the show, plus a little Phoebe corner where you can sing Smelly Cat. On your way out, you'll find the gift shop where you can buy Friends souvenirs. Overall, it was a really fun experience, and if you're a fan of the show, it's definitely recommended. So should you stay at the MGM Grand Hotel on your next Vegas trip? Let's go through it using my usual 5-star rating system. First up, location. MGM Grand is located on the southern end of the Las Vegas Strip, right across from New York, New York. It's pretty far from the center of the Strip, but it does have a monorail that can take you anywhere you want to go. So for location, I'm giving it 3.5 stars. Next, amenities and food options. There is a spa, a salon, a nice gym, in a very large pool complex, lots of entertainment options, and many restaurants. Some of the food options are great, some not so much. And the buffet is pretty bad. So for amenities and food, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. As for room quality, I stayed in a modern renovated room that was spacious, mostly clean, and very comfortable. So for room quality, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. As for cleanliness, under blacklight, the room was pretty clean overall. I did find few stains on the sheets and in the bathroom, but they were minor. So for cleanliness, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. And last, value. I paid $113 for a modern renovated room that was comfortable and mostly clean. For Las Vegas, I think that's a reasonable price. So for value, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. So the final score is 3.9 out of 5 stars. So would I stay here again? If the price is right, and if I get a renovated room, yes, I would stay here again. So overall, MGM Grand is a solid choice if you're looking for a renovated room, lots of amenities, and plenty to do in one place. It's not perfect, and it can feel overwhelming at times, but if you get a good price and book the updated rooms, it's definitely worth considering for your Vegas trip. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.